Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode on middle to high school transition. If you liked our previous video on why middle school is hard, you'll find this one helpful too as we explore more about navigating school transitions. The schools are opening soon, and for some of you, this year marks a big milestone. Your child is about to transition from middle school to high school. How are you feeling about it? It's natural to feel a mix of emotions, to feel a mix of excitement and anxiety as your child steps into this new chapter. You might even feel your heart sink a little at the thought of them facing high school pressure, wondering if you're doing everything you can to make this experience as positive as possible. In this video, I'll first cover two key elements that are crucial for navigating the transition from middle school to high school. Then I'll provide 3 science-backed tips that you can implement right away to help prepare your child for a positive and successful transition into high school. I often remind parents that it's completely understandable if you're feeling a mix of emotions as your child prepares to start high school. It is a big deal. In fact, I recently asked my viewers about their own high school transition experiences, and the responses showed how challenging this period can be. One person described the experience as being thrown into a maze at rush hour. Imagine everyone around you is rushing, focused on their own priorities, and there you are, feeling invisible and unsure of where to go. They talked about the chaos of trying to find their locker room or classroom and just getting into the rhythm of their daily routine. They said that it was especially tough for introverts who found it even more overwhelming to navigate this new environment without much guidance or support. Another person shared that they felt a mix of excitement and nerves. It was a completely new place with multiple teachers and unfamiliar faces. What made it even harder was that none of their close friends ended up at the same school, leaving them to figure things out on their own. They also mentioned how both parents and schools often seem unprepared to handle these transitions in a way that truly supports students. These are just a couple of examples, but they really highlight the importance of being proactive in helping your child through this transition. But here's the thing. As parents, you can't change everything. You can't. However, you can certainly take steps to make this journey a little less daunting for your kids. While it's tempting to focus on every possible scenario that could go wrong, it's more effective to concentrate on what you can control. With the right strategies, you can turn it into an empowering experience for your child. I can assure you this. Research described this phase in 2 ways: as a time of vulnerability or as an opportunity to build the knowledge and skills needed to emerge stronger. Now it's up to you how you choose to approach it. Whether you see it as a period of abrupt change and vulnerability or as a chance for targeted strategies and programs that strengthen well-being and ensure a positive transition, your approach matters. If you're watching this and want to learn more about implementing such programs or workshops in your middle or high school, check out the links in the description. Also, stick around until the end. I have included some helpful tools and resources in the description that you won't want to miss. Basically, transforming this challenging transition into an opportunity to equip your child with the skills and knowledge about well-being they'll need, not just for high school, but for life, can make a world of difference. Remember, you can help them navigate this new chapter with confidence, turning what could be a daunting experience into a powerful foundation for their future. When it comes to navigating the high school transition, 2 key elements can make all the difference: support and preparedness. Research tells us that being prepared for this big move comes down to developing certain competencies that are central to well-being. Meanwhile, having the right support, whether from parents, peers, or teachers, creates a solid foundation for a positive experience. While there's plenty of research highlighting the importance of social and informational support, we hear a lot less about the specific skills that help kids thrive during this transition. In general, this is the reality with most schools. They tend to focus heavily on social aspects like orientation days or peer support, but often miss the mark on truly preparing students to handle the challenges ahead. Schools do their part. They organize meet and greets, orientation sessions, and other events to help kids get familiar with their new environment. But let's be honest, these events only scratch the surface. They don't fully prepare them for the transition. No wonder so many kids feel lost during this period. When the focus is lopsided, with too much emphasis on support and not enough on building those essential skills, it's easy to see why this experience can be more overwhelming than empowering. But as a parent, if you want to prepare your child for this big change, I am sharing 3 key tips that can make a real difference. Of course, to help your child experience a positive transition and maintain strong well-being, it's essential to prepare them holistically, psychologically, socially, spiritually, academically, and physically. I know this might sound overwhelming and we can't cover everything in just one video. So if you're looking for more personalized advice, you can find a consultation link in the description below. Now let's focus on 3 key areas that you can work on right now. First, build their self-efficacy. Encourage your child to believe in their ability to succeed in high school. You can start with the small things. For example, if your child is feeling anxious about tougher subjects, help them break down their study goals into manageable steps. Sit down with them to create a weekly schedule that includes time for both academics and relaxation. If they've handled a challenging project before, remind them of how they tackled it. Maybe it was that science project in grade 8 that they thought was impossible but ended up acing. This will help them see that they have the skills and determination to succeed again. Then celebrate their small achievements, like finishing an assignment early or sticking to their study schedule for a week. These little victories can build their confidence and make them feel more capable of handling high school pressures. Second, foster positive family relationships. Your support as a parent is more crucial than ever during this transition. But how do you practically ensure that your child feels supported? You can start by setting aside some quality time each week just for them. It could be as simple as a regular walk together after dinner or a weekly movie night where they get to pick the film. During these times, encourage open conversations. Ask them how they are really feeling about school, friendships, and any worries they might have. When they share, listen without jumping in to solve their problems right away. Sometimes they just need to know you are there and that you understand what they're going through. If they're having a tough day, for example, a small gesture like leaving a note in their lunch bag or sending them a quick text can show that you're thinking of them and that they're not alone. Third, ensure they feel safe. As you know, a new school can feel intimidating. There's pressure from academics, fear of bullying, and the challenge of navigating an unfamiliar environment. To help them feel safe, start by walking through the school's layout with them if possible. Visit the school before the year begins, showing them where their classes are, where they can find the counselor's office, and even the best spots to sit during lunch. But don't stop there. Talk about safety on the way to and from school. If they walk or take public transportation, plan the safest routes together and identify trusted adults or safe places they can go to if they ever feel uncomfortable in the school. Make sure they have a reliable way to contact you in case of emergencies. At school, encourage them to identify a trusted adult, maybe a teacher or counselor, who they can turn to if they ever feel unsafe or just need to talk. Let them know it's okay to speak up if something doesn't feel right. Then, you need to role play different scenarios, such as what they should do if they encounter bullying or feel threatened, so they feel prepared to handle these situations. You can also create a safe space at home, a cozy corner in their room where they can decompress and talk about their day with you. This combination of support at home and strategies for navigating school life will help them feel more secure and confident during this transition. So there you have it. If you found these insights helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me continue bringing you content that matters. If you found today's content useful, don't forget to check out the links in the description. I have listed some tools and resources that might be useful for you to prepare and support your child for a smooth transition. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How is your child feeling about the transition to high school? What are your biggest concerns? Let me know. Thank you for tuning in. I am Dr. Gazal. See you in the next video.